Lala Kent and Raquel Leviss are still talking. Justin Timberlake has finally spoken. Lisa Barlow is being sued. Angela Deem is getting wiped from the internet. Wishful thinking. And so much more, you guys. We have a lot to talk about. Happy Saturday. Hopefully you're wearing something comfortable and you have a delicious beverage. Let's get started.
If you like what you see, come and get it with me. I know you deserve all you want, 'cause your heart's made of gold, but don't wait till you're old. If you want it, I get you some.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel for another episode of No Offense, All Offense, the Pop Culture it's not television show. This is on YouTube, a live show with me, stand-up comedian and pop culture vulture Joleen Lunzer, where we talk about all of our favorite reality television shows. We talk about reality television news. We talk about pop culture news and all the stuff we love to hate or hate to love. We take a comedic look. We roast it. We react to it. Warning, I am very opinionated, but you are welcome to have your opinion in the live chat or the comment section, and we can agree to disagree. You don't have to think the same way as me, but I'm not saying it's the right way to think, but
That's my opinion!
it's just my opinion. I'm just an opinionated lady. Okay. So hello to everyone joining us in the chat. Hello. And like Jamie B is saying, please smash that like on your way in. Let's set a like goal for 600 and see if we can hit it, you guys, on this beautiful Saturday. I don't know if it's beautiful where you are. It's hot where I am, but still beautiful. Subscribe if you haven't already. We are so close to 40,000 subscribers. So thank you guys so very much. We'll be hitting that in no time. And like Miss Diamond is saying, come out to one of my comedy shows coming up in August. I posted about them on my social media. I am performing in Arizona and San Diego. Arizona on the 8th, San Diego on the 10th. A link for tickets to get those are in the description of this video. Miss Diamond says I'm bringing six friends to my comedy show in Arizona. I cannot wait to meet all of them and see Miss Diamond again on 8/8. Can't wait. I can't wait to see you as well. If you want to support the channel further than liking or subscribing, you don't have to, but if you want to, you can sign up for my YouTube membership here on YouTube. You can check out my Patreon. Otherwise, you can send a super chat while we're live. I'll highlight your comment. We can talk about it. You can send a super thanks after the video posts or hit me up on the Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. Thank you, Abuelita Amanda, saying you're crushing it. A thumbs up for you. You guys are so incredibly sweet. Anastasia, it's already Sunday in the UK. Oh my gosh. I can't even process it already being Sunday. I barely could get it together on this Saturday. Me and the kiddos are just having a lazy day, and we'll probably go swimming after this. But we have a lot of fun stuff to talk about today. A lot of, let's have some laughs, you guys. Let's have some fun. Let's do the damn thing. Gemini Joe coming in with this first super chat of the live. Thank you so much, Gemini Joe, for the super sticker. I appreciate you so very much. Speaking of which, I want to give a couple shout outs, you guys, because people have been sending things to my PO box, and I checked it recently. So I'm super excited. So just bear with me here, because I know some people might be like, oh, I don't want to, but I appreciate it like so much. So I know we'll get into the content, we'll get into the funnies, but let's shout out our fellow Lean team members who are sending stuff my way. I appreciate it. So Lydia sent me a wonderful gift for Tilly. It's the cutest little scratching. It's off my Amazon wish list, and it's like this, almost like a scratching bowl, and she loves it. And she's a Karen. She loves scratching. So producer Tilly says, thank you, Lydia, AKA Lulu's friend, for that. And let's see. I know I've thanked a couple of you already for some of this stuff, but you guys are just killing it in sending me such kind things. Okay. I think I have that. Oh, and I got, okay, Amalesh, I don't know if Amalesh is here, but I got your poetry book, and I am so excited to read. So I got 2 copies of Amalesh's book of poetry, Untitled, Stories of Catharsis. And I'm really excited to read this. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to gift the other one to someone in the Lean team. And let me figure out how I'll figure out who I'll send this to. So I'll mail you a copy of Amalesh, someone who is active in our live chats, a member of the Lean team over here. I mean, writing a book, props. That is like my goal. My ultimate goal in life is to be a published author. And so This is so amazing, Amalesh, and we're so happy for you. And Amalesh is a doctor in Mumbai, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this book and poetry, because creative writing was my minor in college. And I wrote some really bad poems, Amalesh, so I'm excited to read some good poems. That should be fun. Thank you for the Cash App. I just got a Cash App. Appreciate that so very much. Okay, last thing I will say is I got a package. Speaking of international, I got a package from Australia. Do you guys remember we were talking about, hold on, let me grab it here. We're talking about Tim Tams. Remember we were talking about Tim Tams, the cookies? Shout out to all my Australians. Yes, my Australians, it's intense. I love it. I kind of wish I was Australian. I think if I could pick, if I wanted to be from another country, it would probably be Australia or New Zealand. I know they're not the same, but the accents are my favorite accent in the whole wide world. And I know you guys allow me to murder these accents with my impressions and stuff, so I appreciate it. But we're talking about Tim Tams, all right? And I was like, what's a Tim Tam? Well, let's just say now I know what a Tim Tam is, all right? And let's just say they're delicious. And what is wrong with America? So Leanne sent me a wonderful card and an entire package of, now, since I have the kiddos, those of you that follow know I have my niece and nephew every summer for a month longer. We haven't even picked a going back date yet, so I might just steal them forever. No, just kidding. If my brother or my sister-in-law see this, I'll give you your children back. But we have dove into this. Look at this, you guys. Look at these yum yums. So we've already, between me, the kids, we had guests over, we've destroyed 2 packages full of Tim Tams. I don't know what you Australia people are doing, but I don't know what kind of cookie we have that would be similar to this, but I think so far my favorite is the Murray River Salted Caramel. Second is the Tim Tams that are the chewy caramel. Oh my God, so good, okay? Also, I got this little party mix. It's like candy, Allen's candy, a family size. We got into that. These ones I haven't opened yet. They're the Tim Tam Deluxe Decadent Triple Chocolate. Okay, the night is young, folks. The white chocolate Tim Tams as well. And then we got a family pack that the kids opened up today of the Tim Tams. And these are the just chocolate, I guess, Tim Tams. And then chocolate bars. And it came I was just so unbelievably, I was so shocked that anyone would send me. I've gotten care packages from you guys before, and they're always so thoughtful, and I appreciate it. But I never got any like Australian. Did I get Canadian food once? I don't remember. But this is so cool, and I want to eat Tim Tams forever and ever, amen, for the rest of my life because they're so freaking delicious. Yeah. Okay. Did I forget one? No, I did. So it's such a sweet haul. Like I don't know, if I assume you can order these anywhere in the world that you are. All right. Trader, my husband said that one of them tasted like, my husband Chell said it might be something rainbow, from Trader Joe's, he was saying. So yes. Thank you, you guys, for these amazing gifts. Leanne, thank you so much for this. Just so thoughtful. I gotta make sure I pull the card out of there so it doesn't get thrown away. I keep all of you guys' cards. I also keep all of your Amazon. When you send me stuff from Amazon, I just keep them because one day I'll look back at my life and be like, once upon a time, people sent me really cool stuff that I didn't deserve, but I was so grateful for. So, and the cards are so sweet. Oh, and shout out to Realification. Okay. If Realification, I don't know if you're here. Realification sent me something that wasn't on my Amazon wish list, but it should have been. And it sent it for the kiddos while they're here. And it was a badminton set, and it comes with a volleyball. So you get the net, the badminton rackets, the volleyball. And I don't know if we mentioned this on Night Pants for the members and the Patreon supporters, but I don't know how Realification knew, but Lucy, my little niece, who's turning 10 pretty soon. Yeah. She wants to play volleyball. So I'm excited. So we're going to put up the net later today as the sun is kind of going down in the backyard. And they also love badminton. And I told the kids, I don't want to brag, but in high school, our high school were state champions in badminton. I wasn't on the team, but other people were who I would walk by in school. So Same thing. Basically, I'm a state champion. I don't want to brag though. Pamela B, thank you so much for the super chat. Pamela says, I heard they not like us today and cracked up. Oh my gosh. The fact that Kendrick, he did a concert in Los Angeles a couple days ago and so many people were there. Dr. Dre brought him up to, saying, I see dead people. And there were so many rappers there. There were so many athletes there. Obviously fans. LeBron, I think, was there. I mean, it's over for Drake. It's not over for Drake because he'll still do stuff. But these Drake fans, the hardcore Drake fans, they're having a rough go. 2024 has been rough for Drake fans. Amy, no flipping why. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, hi, just got back from a week at the beach. Missed you. Well, I hope you had fun at the beach. I love the beach. I love the beach. Right. Badminton was the best. Like you played in gym. Oh my God. I loved it. I loved it so much. So we're going to have some fun because I feel like, I don't know if I was very good at badminton. Nope. Joleen, you weren't on the team that won. Quit trying to take their glory. I apologize. I don't want to steal their glory, but I did go to school with the winners. Okay. That's all I'm saying.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
That's what the badminton team was saying to me. Like, no, you are not on the team. Okay. You are not on the team. Pamela D, you are right on time. You are right on time. Yes. Thank you for making me your champion, Jill. Mm-hmm. It was the closest I ever got to greatness was being near the badminton team in high school. All right, in proximity. Are we ready to get this party started? You took badminton, Kristen said? Oh my God, in college, because we had a FIED requirement. Oh, I love that. What did I take? I took some kind of thing. I did something too. I don't think it was badminton though. I don't remember what it was. Because sometimes I didn't always go to my college classes, which wasn't sweet. NYC girl, yes. Oh, and I talked about the teapot and the towels. Oh my gosh, did you miss it? I'm so sorry. I am obsessed. I talked about my teapot. It's on my stove. I'm going to take a picture of it. Okay. And I'm going to post it to my social media. The cutest teapot. The cutest. Thank you so much. The cutest teapot. It is cactus. It's like the cutest. No one has a cuter teapot, I don't think. Thank you so much. And the towels that go with it, the tea towels. I'm a basic ass Midwestern bitch. Hand towels, I make fun of my mom for that, but now I've become that. And just a teapot is so cute. It's so cute. Thank you. Thank you. Christina says, Rylene in the house. Is Ryan here? Hello, Ryan. Hello. Shocked Lala wasn't at Kendrick. I know. I'm surprised, Lala. She probably was summoning the spirits of Tupac, maybe? Maybe that's what she was doing. I don't know. She was very busy. Very, very busy. Yeah, the teacup pot is just so cute. It's so cute. Thank you, Melissa. Melissa says, I'm getting ready for a day. Ooh, Melissa, get it. But so excited to catch the live while I get dazzled up. Hi, Joleen and everyone in the chat. Hello, Melissa. Let's send out all the positive date vibes. Good baby door vibes. Not saying, you're going to, go in. All right, Joleen, save that, Joleen. Come on. Not saying, do whatever you want to do. You are you're a grown-up. You're a grown-up, and I hope the best for your date. Clearly, I have not dated in a long time because I am like, oh, yeah, you're going to. Okay, that's not how it works, Jolene. Let Melissa decide what she wants to do. Okay. Yeah, everyone else says, I was just watching you and Ryan from 6. I know we got to get back. We got to get back. Welcome back. I think it's my turn on Ryan's, but he's always welcome here. So, anytime, friend. All right. Let's get into some of this stuff. Now, you guys, we got to talk about Raquel, her podcast. There was a blind item that came out with someone on a bar show who allegedly is calling like crazy to get on the new bar show. Well, everyone was like, oh, that's got to be Lala.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
And I was watching a little bit of the wonderful, I have it here. Oh, I was watching a little bit of Steph with the Deets, and she was talking about this, and she said that she believed as well, because it's one of those blind items they send it to Demois. They sent it to Demois. And everyone's like, oh, it's got to be Lala. 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 And she said it makes sense too because Jeremiah was a bullfrog. Allegedly, he got sent over to produce on the Valley now. I thought maybe he would already be producing over there, but he wasn't. So you guys have no fear. When you're a man in the industry and you make something really shitty or you ruin something, like Alex Baskin-Robbins and Jeremiah was a bullfrog, you just get promoted. But we already knew that. We know how the patriarchy works. We're not stupid. We know how that works. So thank you, Melissa. Yes, thank you for the super chat. Melissa says, I'll circle back. Yeah, circle back with an update. Let us know, how it goes. But yeah, so allegedly Lala has been just on the horn, as my grandpa would say, on the horn, being like, hey, yeah, can I get on the show? Can I get on the show? However, the Valley season 2 has obviously, we know, been renewed, but with the same cast. So it's pretty official that Lala is not going to be a cast member on the Valley. Will she be showing up at parties, like Valley parties on episodes? Maybe. But I do believe that blind item is probably Lala, because she has now admitted that the home she got, because she owns 2 homes now, that one of them was a little out of budget. Yeah. So you need that check. I don't know how else. I don't want to count her coins, but she likes to count everybody else's. But I don't know how else she's making money, because I imagine the podcast probably does okay. She's got sponsors. She's on a big television show, but I mean, it's not doing great. I don't think. I don't know. But Bravo Buds was out here again doing the Lord's work. And there's a lot of speculation going on, speaking of Lala, that she is possibly buying followers because she's losing Instagram followers. And now her bread and butter is her social media presence and her being able to sell shit. If you go to her social media at any time, and this is no shade, because like, hey, if that was my full-time job, awesome. And I just had to sell shit. Granted, I don't know if I would be as, I guess talk to me if I ever get there, but I don't think I would be as generous with everything that they offered me. I'm not going to tell you guys, hey, buy something and it sucks. I wouldn't feel good about that. You're not going to see me on here trying to get you in a waist trainer or taking any belly pills or whatever those are called. That's just not going to happen. No. I'm thinking about it. Would I sell out that? No, I can't. I can't do it. Okay. So, shout out to Bravo Buds. I love Bravo Buds on Instagram, is doing these deep dives into their social media. And, we only say this because Lala herself is someone who was very interested in talking about people's social media and what's going on social media. So then it's only fair for her social media to be looked at, I guess, as well. Okay. So Bravo Buds is saying Lala Kent's Instagram stats, and you can follow them on the Instagram. Lala's numbers are interesting. There was a significant drop around the 9th, 10th of June, which is when Lala's episode with Teddy and Tamra was released. And now, even if people had sympathy or were trying with Lala before this, even with the reunion and feeling as though, oh, maybe she, maybe, I don't know what people's reasoning for taking up for Lala is, but they were still having a little bit of, pity, a little bit of empathy for her. Maybe they were believing I'm pregnant. You can't talk to me. You can't sit with us. We're all pregnant. Me and Janet, we're pregnant. You can't sit with us. Our water might break and you'll drown. And then, lawsuit. But Lala, after she did this Teddy and Tamra thing, she's just doubled down, tripled down, quadrupled down. And I think people are just sick of it. She's just a straight up hater now. That's all she does. And we're like, oh, okay. She's just player hating. Cool. And it gets old. So around that time, she dropped a lot of followers. And this was followed by a spike of 3,000. I believe in a lot of dumb things. Okay. I really do. But you will never be able to convince me that 3,000 people listened to Teddy and Tamra, period. Okay. No, that's not nice, Jolie. No, that 3,000 people who listened to that interview would go, I got to follow this girl. She seems like she's got something. She's got that. Ooh, she's got that. She's such a light. No, it was just straight hateration. Not the fun, Missy Elliott kind either. It was just no, we don't need it. We don't need it. So you can't tell me that 3,000 people were like, oh my God, yes, I got to follow this chick. So she went up 3,000 followers per day for 5 days straight. Ma'am, no. Ma'am, what are you, Taylor Swift? No. What do you have, a viral? No. Why, when people buy their followers, why do they make it so obvious? You have clearly money to buy followers. I don't know how much they cost. If I was that shameless, I would have way more followers on Instagram. P.S. Follow me on Instagram. Let's see if we can hit 10K. What? Joleen, stop it. Quit doing that. Sorry, guys. I would have so many, but I feel like I would space them out. Can't you space them out? Why? Crazy. Okay. So, and it's just about, yeah. Okay. So you see from the 11th, she's got 1,670, then 30. What is that? 35. Maybe you should just look at your phone, Joleen, because these, now I got a case of the 40s where you have to take off your glasses to see close up. Okay. So on 369 on 6/9/2024, she lost 1,800. And then on the 10th, she lost 1,389. And then on the 11th, she jumps up 1,670. On the 12th, she jumps up 3,533. And then on the 13th, Thursday, 4,117 people are not following Lala Kent on a random ass Thursday after she has been just pooping the bed with her takes and her Vanderpumps and all that. No. And then Friday, 3,141. And then the 15th, which was a Saturday, and my nephew Frankie's birthday, 3,151. And then the next day, 3,445. And then the next day, 2,603. And then they were like, let's take a break from buying followers. And then the next days after that, she lost 454, 893, 809, 622. No, it's just, it is weird. It is sus. Shout out to Bravo Buds. It's sus. Lala, what are you doing? What are you doing? You don't need to do that. Or maybe you do. Okay, maybe I spoke too soon. Thank you, Laura and Christy. Lala and Christy, thank you so much. I changed my name. I'm still Lala. Oh, but did Lauren from Utah make you change your name? Oh my God, Laura, I'm so sorry. Our beloved Lala has ruined a perfectly good nickname for a perfectly good gal. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Justice for other Lalas. Justice for other Lalas. So she says, and I would like to state I had the nickname before Lala on Vanderpump was born. Yeah. Don't worry about it. You don't have to explain to us. We believe you. I added Christy. We aren't the couple that shares Facebook, just YouTube. No offense. All offense. So glad to see you. So glad to see you too. And even if you guys did share, a Facebook, I have previously been against couples that do the Facebook thing, but that was in the early stages of Facebook. I'm probably still against it, but to each their own. And choose your battle, choose your love, So if you want to share Facebook, share Facebook. But good to hear you're not doing that. Just YouTube. Yeah, no offense. No offense, all offense. So glad to see you. Glad to see you too. Oh, of course, she's just ruining the nickname Lala for everyone. Speaking of which, okay, we got to get into this. Remember Max? Do you guys remember Max? Not Lisa Vanderpump's son, the dude that is allegedly best friends with Schwartz. And we're like, what? Since when? And slept with Katie. Shout out to Katie. Way to get it, girl. Well, he hit up maybe he's a Twitch. I don't know if he's a Twitcher. I don't know what he is. It sounded like he was gaming, so I always assume he's on Twitch, and he looks like the kind of guy that would do Twitch with his pants down. Why would I say that? That is rude. But no offense, all offense. But he just looks like the type that games pantsless and enjoys it. You know what I mean? So I was just browsing through the Instagram, and Reads and Receipts on Instagram, follow them, awesome content. They got a little recording of Mr. Max talking about Vanderpump while he's playing Ender Game Rocket Dog, one of the, you know what I'm saying, you guys, one of the car shooter first person games. Sorry, I play Project Runway on my phone. No, it's Project Makeover, not Project Runway. Do I play Project? No, I play Project Makeover. That's like the only video game I really play. So that's all I know. So there's Max, and let's hear what he has to say. He has a couple little nuggets about Bravo Celebrities, Dana, Lala. Speaking of Lala, okay, let's take a listen.
Why did you leave Vanderpump? I left the ball.
Oh, you might not be able to hear that beginning. They're asking, it turns into a Q&A on his channel where people in his chat are saying, why did you leave Vanderpump?
Why did you leave Vanderpump? I left the bar because I didn't like working there anymore because Ken owed me money. He owed me about $8,000 and he didn't pay me. And I had to get a lawyer involved, and then he paid me. And you know what he said? He said, I'm not paying you because you deserve it. I'm paying you out of goodwill.
Come on,
that's fine.
one of these motherfuckers you want.
It's fine, guys. It's fine.
Is that his game in the background? It's like, come on, what, which one of these MFers do you want? So his first claim is he just left the show. Ken owed him money, which I think we've heard about before. Apparently Ken owed him 8 G's. Okay. Cool story, Max.
It's fine. It was years ago, guys. It was years. I don't care anymore.
I love when people say that. It's fine. It was years ago. I don't even care anymore, but you're talking about it. You could have easily not brought it up and just say, I just don't work there anymore. But you literally gave the specifics. So I think you care. And if someone owed me $8,000, I'd care. I would care. Do I believe the guy? I don't know. I don't really like him, so I tend not to believe him. But we'll see.
I'm doing just fine, guys. I have a cork board. I'm doing just fine.
Oh, he's funny.
Nice thing. Worked for him for years. Yeah, it's fine. It's casual AK. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, dude, you owe me $8,000. Like, it's not that hard. Just pay me. And this was Going Katie's podcast and Dana's podcast. No, thank you. Why did you leave me?
Okay, so he's like, just pay me. It's not that hard. And like Anna's saying, we're supposed to believe he didn't get fired for the racist tweets. Yeah, him and that other Brett guy. It was just like the year of Vanderpump racism, where people were just getting fired left and right. And I mean, even if they weren't racist, which it showed they were, I would have been okay with firing them anyways, because that season was horrible. Hold on, guys. I have to cough. Hold on.
By the time 1980 rolled around a decade later, it was Coke, and it was Southern Comfort, and it was a different man every night.
Coke. That was me. Sorry, I got a little Coke in my throat. It was Coke. It was Southern Comfort, and a different man every night. I mean, that sounds 50% fun. Okay. 50% of me wants to do that. All right. So, or wants to do 50% of that, whatever, you get it. So, okay. Max is, and then they say, Max, how come you don't go on Katie and Dana's podcast? I don't want it. Sir, you wish they would have you as a guest. Boring. Bring a book. No way. No, they're not going to do it. He's out here pretending that, oh, I wouldn't do it. Sir, you just proved you would do Katie multiple times. And obviously, I mean, I think she kind of scraped the bottom with you, but give me a break. You're obviously still thirsty for relevancy. You're still talking about it. You're still showing up at the bars and the things. So calm down. And you would do Katie and Dana's podcast. Stop hating. All right. We do not need another Lala on our hands. We already got one player hater. Now, Melissa, thank you for the super chat. Melissa says, Max and Joe should get together. Funny you say that, because he talks about Joe. He starts hating on Joe. Let's keep listening.
Do you still share a location machine? I do. These are just like, is this just a Q&A?
Okay, hold on. My dad's texting me. He wants me to get I order all his stuff for him and my mom on Amazon, because I say, just let me place the orders, because I don't want their identity to get stolen and them to lose their whole retirement, because sometimes they order things, they click on things on Facebook and they're like, whoa, what do they need? Both of our social security numbers? That sounds legit. You know, shout out to Nana and Papa, but I got to protect them. So I got to get on Amazon after this and order them some stuff. All right. Back to the Max.
Yeah, it's fine. It's casual AK. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, dude, you owe me $8,000. Like, it's not that hard. Just pay me. And this was Going Katie's podcast and Dana's podcast. No, thank you. Why did you leave Vanderpump? Do you still share a location machine? I do. These are just like, this is a Q&A. This is fine. Will you ever be on the Valley? Yes. Who's Shay? Stop sharing a location machine, and I don't. What if something happens to me?
So he's saying he still shares his location with Sheena. And people were like, don't. And he was like, no. What if something happens to me? So I don't know if that was his attempt at comedy. He's being funny, if he really does still share his location. But I guarantee Sheena didn't take it off. Hell no.
Live. What's up? Do you know Joe? I know a lot of Joes. Oh, Joe, like Crazy Joe? Crazy Joe? Weren't you fired? No, I wasn't fired, actually. It's funny you asked me that, Claudia. Tell Katie I'm in love with her. Are you friends? Yeah, we're cool. I don't hate the guy. We're friends. Crazy Joe. Yeah, Sloppy Joe. Sloppy Marine Joe. What do you do for a job? Honestly, I just sit here and do nothing.
Got tracks.
I do nothing for a job.
Yeah.
Do you still share a location with Sheena? Do you know about Tom and Rochelle? No, who's Rochelle? I have no idea what's going on with Tom and Rochelle. What's going on with them? Questions are crazy. Do you talk to Kristen? Yes. Are you mad at Jax at the pool party? No. Do you still talk to Brett? No. I see him. Do you talk to Jeremy? I do talk to Jeremy. He's one of my closest friends. What do you think?
Jeremy Maddox
God.
is one of his closest friends.
Oh. Are you interested in Katie? No, I'm seeing somebody. That's Jax.
When they asked him, are you interested in Katie? He goes, no, I'm seeing someone. He did the hair swipe back, which means he's definitely still interested and he's not really seeing anybody. No offense, all offense. And this is a prime example of sometimes it is just all about the D. Because I can't imagine, again, having a conversation with this guy. I get it. The ladies find him cute. Get it, girl. But other than that, I mean, there's no redeeming factor, in my opinion.
Just a tent? No. Jax's bar is dope.
Oh my God. Someone asked him. They just asked him. I don't know if you guys caught that. They said, is Jax's bar a tent? I feel like they're a part of the lean team. They have to be. Okay. Because Jax's bar is a tent. It's the back alley bar, the back room bar that was, that got complaints because there's pictures of Jax changing their son's diaper on one of the bars with Brittany. He was changing a diaper on the bar. So yeah, is Jax's bar a tent? I love people. Sometimes, not all the time, but I love these people. Okay. And you people.
Ariana's Beyonce. No, I think Beyonce is Beyonce. Do you know? I've never spoken to Rochelle. Is he fruity? Who's fruity? Oh, yeah, Raneem is Dana's little personal assistant for sure. For the question about Lala's black scent, what is black scent? Guys, I don't.
So then he pretends for like 10 minutes not to know what black scent is because people were asking for his opinion on Lala's black scent. And he was like, what is black scent? What is that? What is that? You guys, what is that? What is that? Oh, plays with his hair and he's doing the first person shooter game. So he pretends not to know. And it's like, sir, also don't ask him. But it is kind of funny that they asked him considering his racist tweet past.
This is, I need you to break it down for me. Do you know who's telling the truth with Billy and Tom? Yes, I do know the truth. I know the truth. Black accent? What is black accent? What is black accent? What's the beef with Dana? Bro, I don't know what the beef with Dana is. I haven't talked to this girl in forever. And whenever I go live, everyone asks me, what's going on with Dana? I don't know. And I don't give a That's what I'm hearing.
He gives an F.
So, who has a black accent? No, I was not obsessed with Dana. What the f*** are you talking about?
You were obsessed with Dana.
You guys, I feel like you guys don't pay attention to Lala has a black accent. Well, let's back up real quick. You have a girl named Lauren. She's from Ohio, and she calls herself Lala. I think we already have a problem.
Lala, I wonder if she's going to respond to this.
That's already the problem.
He said, so when they're talking about Lauren from Utah's black accent, her black scent, he says, well, I mean, we have a girl from Ohio. His name is Lauren, calling herself Lala. And I'm like, she's from Utah. But I think that's like his way of being like, I'm not really invested, but he knows where she's from. He's definitely tried to hook up with a Lala before. So interesting. Well, Lala, she always has the smoke or the little bit, the drizzle. She always got a little bit of the drizzle for the ladies. Are you going to have any smoke now for Max? As I think he said he's going to be like appearing, not obviously not as a cast member, but like in episodes of The Valley. Was he? I feel like he was in episodes of The Valley this year in the background. Like, trying to get in, wasn't he? No, I don't know.
James Lauren, and everyone, and I'm not defending Raquel when I say this, but everyone's gave Raquel a hard time when she said her name was Rachel. And now I don't know what her name is anymore. I don't know what the name is anymore. I don't know what Raquel. I'm gonna call her Raquel. I don't know what the name is anymore. But everyone gave her such a hard time for having so many names. But no one's gonna give anyone else a hard time like Lala from North Dakota.
Justice for North Dakota. He said, Lala from in North Dakota. Get off of North Dakota's nuts, sir. Get off of their ovaries, please. What did North Dakota do to you other than, the wonderful movie Fargo? And maybe, I don't know. I don't know. What did North Dakota do to you? Leave North Dakota alone.
You guys, I feel like you guys.
Okay. So that's the extent of it. So in this little bit, he called Joe crazy and, called her Sloppy Joe, James's name for her. And then he also called out Lauren from Utah and the Lala name. So, they got a lot of smoke for Katie, both Joe and Lauren from Utah. I wonder if he's going to get some finger guns coming at him from Lala, or if Joe, we'll talk about this, but Joe has been busy. Joe's been busy, you guys. She has been on, I haven't really been paying a ton of attention, but I did see that she's been doing more structured lives where people send her questions and she answers. And but people are still calling her out on stuff and she's not liking it. But she hasn't been doing any of her kind of unhinged lives where she just says, you can ask me anything you want about my dog Checkers that I'm trying to get money for. And then says, why are you asking me about my dog? So she hasn't done any of those lately, but let's see. Is this the one? Okay. Here's a couple of the questions people had for her. Now, I thought this one was funny. Shout out to my friend Christina Coca, because the first question there's 10, but we're not going to go over all 10. We'll go over 3 of them. The first one I liked was someone asked her, do you think you're famous? And every time anything with fame and Joe comes up, I always think about Christina Coca. And I always think about how Joe is an national TV star. She's on an international national television show. And how she has said that so many times. I'm on an international national television show. I'm on the international national television show. So that's the first question here. So let's just take a listen to this short little clip of Joe answering 10 questions.
Do you think you're famous now? No. And I also don't know what famous means, but I happily get to connect with you guys, and I don't know if that was a mean question or a good question. Do I want kids? Number 8. Yeah, I would love to have kids. Number 9, why do you keep talking about Tom when he's made it clear that he wants something to do with you? If you're talking about team money, I don't talk about him. So I think you need to figure that one out. And then number 10, would you rather be surprised at a date or know where I'm going?
Okay, she literally just did a live stream within the last couple of weeks of her putting up a sign saying no Tom Sandoval, or to remind herself not to talk about Tom Sandoval, or no Tom Sandoval's allowed, or something. She definitely still talks about, or Tom Schwartz, not Tom Sandoval. Well, she talks about Tom Sandoval too, but Tom Schwartz. So now she's like, no. Okay, first of all, the famous question, I don't know if that was mean or not, but I don't think I'm famous, even though I'm on a national international television show and I talk about a lot. I don't even know. My favorite is she says, I don't know what famous means. Why does everyone... What happens? Of course, you know what famous means. You want to be on reality TV. You all want to be famous. What is wrong with you? I don't even know what that means. I'm so humble. It's this fake humility. No, ma'am, we know. Okay. And then the second thing, her saying, oh, if you mean team money, the way she turns on people in her chats, the way she invites people to have a dialogue and conversation, ask questions, and then immediately turns on them. Even when, that question about famous might not have been shady. It probably was. It might not have been. It might have been me. It wasn't. But she still assumes everything is negative and everything is mean. The girl wants to be a victim. She wants to say, I'm bullied, And then with her talking about Tom Schwartz, you wouldn't shut up about him. And you still mention him. and to say, oh, if you're talking about team money, no. And these poor people are like, well, seriously, I'm wondering why he told you not to talk about him and you've been talking about him. So it's just like, yeah, the A Canary says the old humble brag. And speaking of which, like Evelyn brings up, Traitors has finished filming. I saw Brittany from Big Brother, Brittany Haynes, in her stories said she was back from filming. So now that Tom Sandoval's back, it's only a matter of time before he addresses some of this Billy Lee, Victoria Lee, Kyle stuff that went on, I imagine, unless he's not doing episodes of his podcast right now. But it's died down. You know, there was so much around. What did Billy say? What did Victoria say? But they just couldn't hold our attention. And that was that. I mean, did someone get sent like a cease and desist or something? What happened? Why did they just stop talking about it? Because Billy Lee went live and we talked about on the last, I think the last or the one before, no offense, all offense. And Billy Lee was, you know, showing her receipts. And then we just never heard from Vicky or Kyle Chain again. Are they okay? What happened? So I think Tom Sandoval will probably reply because he loves the attention. Sandy Butt does. But yeah, we just didn't hear from them. Oh my goodness. Nana was here. Hi, Nana. Nana's in the chat. Good evening, Nana. I got to call you back. I saw you called earlier. Apologies, Nana. We've been trying to get on the schedule for a Night Pants with Nana episode for you guys, for the members and also the Patreon supporters. So I gotta get that going. Renee, thank you so much. His mother's African American. Whose mother's African American? Max's? That's the only guy we were talking about, right? Whose mother's African American? I don't know. Zev said the only way I see Katie sleeping with Messy Max is her having beer goggles. Yep. Mm-hmm. It's intense, like in a tent, but intense witness. Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I kind of hope he replies too, just because it's ridiculous and we make it funny over here, all of us, but he might not. Okay. Now, Real Housewives of Orange County. I'm kind of really excited for the Real Housewives of Orange County to start because we're going to see this Alexis, Shannon Beador stuff. But Jeff Lewis was on Watch What Happens Live and he was straight to Andy's face. He was with, what's her name from Dubai? Caroline Cadbury Eggs or Stanberry, Cadbury. And he was talking about the upcoming season and he feels as though Bravo has set Shannon up, how they pulled all the allies from Shannon and like threw her to the Alexis Wolves, threw her to the Jesus Jugs Wolves. So Jesus Jugs now stole her man, has got her friends, you know, because Tamra's team Alexis and like no one likes DWI Shannon anymore. Speaking of DWIs, Justin Timberlake, we'll get to that. But, and I will say he's not wrong. I mean, now Shannon does a great job of burning her own bridges herself, but she doesn't have any real allies left. But that a lot of that can be blamed on Shannon. You know, I used to be a Shannon sympathizer. I can't anymore. But when Caroline Cadbury Eggs was saying that she felt as though Shannon's been on the show so long and she was done dirty. She wasn't saying Bravo did her dirty, but she feels like Alexis and Shannon's ex, because if you don't know, Alexis Bellino, or formerly Alexis Bellino, whatever her last name is now, she's coming back to the Real Housewives of Orange County because she's dating John Jansen, Shannon Storms Beador, whatever, her leftovers, John Jansen, who this man must have like a penis that tastes like Chipotle. I don't know. He must have like gold in his pocket. He must give foot rubs 24/7. I don't know why these women have such boners for John Jansen because he looks like a total wet blanket. He doesn't look like a good time. He's got a perma frown. He's suing Shannon for money for a cosmetic surgery that he allegedly loaned her money. But if you got it, pay for your baby to get her face lifted. Okay. Men out there, I'm telling you, speak less, open wallet more, you know, especially problematic men. And if you want your baby to get a new face, then you got to pay for the face. Now, I'm not saying he asked Shannon to, but just pay for her new face. What's wrong with you? Get baby a new face. I am not going to be with a man who's not going to buy me a new face. If I want a new face, I get a new face. Okay. So they are, so this is Jeff Lewis. This is just a quick little, is this it? No, that's not it. Where did I save that here? Where are you, Jeffy? Where are you, Hefe? Okay, here he is. And let's just say Andy was not happy when Jeff was implying that Bravo did Shannon dirty and set her up. Production.
I just didn't like that you took away all her allies. You know what I'm saying? So she went in with,
Well, we didn't take away her allies.
Well, Taylor and Vicky and, so
Well, she and Tamara were allies.
No,
before...
that is a terrible situation that woman is in.
it is a terrible situation.
Let's just give her a minute.
Yes.
That is an incredibly bad position to be in for
they set her up.
anybody.
Well, which situation?
Yes.
Bravo.
Which situation? You calm down.
No, not Bravo. Not Bravo. Like the couple. What are they called? The ones I don't remember.
You mean John Jansen?
Yes.
Alexis.
Yeah, that is a terrible thing to do. To
It is.
Celebrate your love somewhere else.
That's why when they talk about like sex 4 times a day, I'm like, oh.
No, the whole thing is wrong.
It's wrong.
That woman has been there for a very long time. She deserves her seat, and that is a horrible thing.
I mean, it's going to suck for Shannon 100%. Am I this, person that's like, I won't watch? No, I'm going to watch. I think it's going to be entertaining. Will it be too sad to be? No, it's not going to be too sad to be entertaining. Will it? No, it's not going to. Come on, right? Pamela D says, how many dogs do you have? I have 2 dogs and a cat, producer Tilly. We have Buffy and Teddy, but I'm looking to foster a tripod chihuahua from Tijuana that lost his leg. I don't know if it's going to happen, guys. Put the good vibes out there. But yeah, that's my latest thing. I really want to foster. I mean, let's be honest. If I foster, I'm probably keeping him. But I tell my husband it's just a foster, But his name is Dave. Dave the dog. I don't even think I'd change his name. He's a chihuahua and he lost his leg recently. He's a tripod. So I'm working on it. But he's in LA and it's a thing. So I'll keep you updated if it ends up working out. So I'm hoping it's going to work out. I'm hoping. But if he gets another family before then, that's going to do it, then yes. Okay. Okay. Thank you for the, clarifications. Sorry, Renee. I wasn't sure who you were talking about, but you're talking about Max's mother. Okay. So Max's mother is African-American, Renee is saying. Thank you for the information. I just wasn't sure who you were referring to. So thank you so much. I've never had a chihuahua, but if I see a 3-legged dog, if I see a blind dog, a deaf dog, a 3-legged dog, any kind of special needs dog, I want to help. So, and my goal is to, just have all the dogs one day and just keep rescuing animals. My niece was like, you're going to have 6 dogs. I'm like, no, I'm going to wait till I move into a bigger house and then I will have 6 dogs one day. Okay. But right now, I think my house is it's a 3-dog limit. It's a 3-dog limit. And I've almost had Teddy and Buffy for a year. We're coming up on the year anniversary of rescuing them both. Last August was Teddy. Last September was Buffy. And I'm obsessed. And I don't know why it took me so long to get on the dog train. I think it was because I was gone so much. And now I'm home. So I'm like, let's do it. Let's freaking, they're like, what's the home? How will this? I'm like, this dog will be with me 24/7 because I'm literally always home. They'll very rarely not have someone with them. So yeah. So producer Tilly, I think she might be okay because the smaller dog, she's so much cooler with Buffy. And this dog is 15 pounds, I think. So, and you got 3 Yeggies, you guys. And it's his front, I'm going to cry thinking about his front leg. Oh, I hope it works out. And they were sending us videos of him hopping and I'm like, I'll carry him everywhere. We'll get a artificial doggy leg. We'll ask Aviva Drescher, somewhere good. 3-dog night. Oh, I can rename him. I wish I could rescue Checkers. I would rescue Checkers so quickly, Sasquatch, but I think that would just be stealing her dog. And we have gotten no update on Checkers that I know of. So I don't know if, I had to kind of step away from looking at Joe's stuff because it just wasn't sitting right with me. And yeah, that dog thing is just so triggering because it's like, what's happening? I don't like when people use that as a tool to either get money or scam, grift, whatever's going on. It just seemed very sus, that whole thing. And nobody ever reached out to me from Vanderpump Dogs or anything. So, yeah. Oh, NW have a Chihuahua named Chewy Chihuahua. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, that's so cute. You had to block Joe Care Bear? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I can check with Aviva. See what's up. Say what's up, girl. What's up, Aviva? Yeah. Anything with animals, it's like adult humans. Obviously, if bad things are happening, I don't like that either. But kids and animals, please, no. Don't play. Don't play with that. My tear off says, "Aw, you're so sweet." Yep, animals, Kristen, 100% the trigger. So no, thank you. So yeah, so this sidetrack, but thanks for the question. Anytime I can talk about my dogs, I get really excited. So thank you, Pamela D. But Jeff Lewis, we know he's besties with Shannon Beador. He hangs out with the OC ladies quite a bit, so he's gonna have his friends back. But it'll be interesting. Let me know in the chat what you guys think of him sticking up for Shannon. Do you think Jeff Lewis has a point? Are you guys excited for this upcoming season of Orange County with Shannon versus Alexis versus John Jansen, Alexis and John Jansen, and then Tamra's over on Jesus Jugs Alexis's side? It'll be an interesting season. The trailer they put out looked really interesting. And we're going to hear about Shannon's her journey, I guess you would say, since she had a hit and run DUI, which crazy. Let's talk about this. How the fudge did Shannon Beador not have a mugshot leaked, but Justin Timberlake does? Right? Like Justin Timberlake, I know his popularity has gone down the toilet, and rightfully so. He's kind of digging his own grave with pop star grave, I should say, not regular grave. With the way he's been acting in the media through the years and the Britney stuff and the Janet Jackson things. So I get it. But how did Shannon Beador get away from a hit and run? She hit a house, drunkenly going over to allegedly John Jansen's, or leaving his house or going to his house, somewhere around his house. All right. She was quiet woman wasted. And no mugshot has ever surfaced. Ever. But JT, he's got this. It's gonna be mine. Thank you, Christina. I have a Chihuahua. Oh, and is that a Chihuahua and Wiener dog? Because I love dachshunds. My husband's family had a dachshund, Joker. He was their family dog, and he passed away because he got old and sick, but he was the sweetest little dog. Oh my goodness. But I was just wondering, like, what Shannon Beador must have, maybe we talked about this previously, but she must know someone within law enforcement there. Maybe her dad, something. Yes, please. We got 645 people watching. Hit that like. Thank you, Trish. Thank you, Trish. Because, we did learn that cults be cultin with Erica Jane and Tom Girardi, because LAPD is easily bought. But she's Orange County, and she was in Orange County. Is Orange County called the OCPD? Which I guess same. But, and she hit a house, yes, and JT was pulled over. They were like, you're swerving, you're doing all the things. And Justin Timberlake, he allegedly, they were saying there was maybe some poppers because he opted out of the breathalyzer on the spot. So they did a blood test, and there were outlets saying there's poppers in his blood and cocaine and alcohol and all the stuff. And then reports started surfacing that he's got a problem. And it's like, you think? I mean, yeah, I would say if in your 40s you're driving drunk in 2024, you might have a problem. Okay. You might just have to take a look at this. Then we have him at his recent concert. All right. So Justin Timberlake is back on tour. Now it is the ongoing joke that the arresting officer who pulled him over allegedly had no idea who he was too young to know about the JT. And allegedly Justin said, oh, this is going to ruin the tour, or the world tour. It's going to ruin the tour. And the officer said, what tour? And didn't know who he was. And allegedly JT's friends, maybe he had friends with him, and they were saying, don't arrest him. I don't know. Okay. And Jade is saying her friend is at his concert tonight. So he's back out there doing the damn thing. And at his shows where he could sell them out, because there were some where unfortunately JT could not sell tickets to, and he had to cancel, which to me, I mean, if you, again, I know I said this before, but if you grew up when, if you're a little, maybe the baby Gen Zs don't know, but if you're a millennial, Gen Xer, you know how huge Justin Timberlake was. So it's crazy to see huge pop stars, even like J-Lo. I haven't even like gotten into the J-Lo of it all and why her houses are just crumbling. I know it has, and I know some of the things it has to do with, but just the way that they were such a big deal. I would never think I would see a day where Justin Timberlake was, not able to sell tickets. I just didn't think I would say that. Now, Justin Timberlake, a lot of people are seeing these shots. So this woman on the Tiki-Taki, her name is Sunshine and Motherhood. She posted a video, right, of Justin Timberlake. And people on social media started clocking JT's eyes. And like, what's going on here? Some people were like, holy amphetamines, Batman. Because there's these rumors, going around now that he's got issues with a few substances, allegedly. Obviously, everything we say is alleged for entertainment purposes only. And if that's the case, I hope he goes and cleans up and does what he needs to do to be his healthiest self for himself and his family. But he didn't look great. So these are either, he's hanging out with Jax Taylor too much eyes, or it could be maybe he's crying a lot. He's crying himself a river, because it's really dumb in 2024 as a international pop star with all the money to not have a driver or an Uber or a Lyft or anything other than driving drunk. Please, please, please. Pamela Great Minds Think Alike, JT looks like he was crying himself a river. Yes, that's all I can think, is that he hasn't gotten much sleep or he's on a bender. I don't know. Artist, thank you for the super chat. Artist says, hello, Joleen. I'm late. I'm late. It's got, I think you mean hot, here in Florida, Panhandle, and we were in the pool. Oh, that sounds fun. I think I'm gonna go to the pool tonight with the kiddos. No, you were on. I didn't know you were on, but I'm glad I checked my phone. Yay. Oh, thank you, Artist. A double super chat. Says, hello, Joleen. I'm trying to catch up. It's so hot here in Florida, Panhandle. We were in the pool. I'm glad I checked my phone. Oh, and then you said, I know I've had the littles, so my schedule's been a little cuckoo bananas, but thank you, Artist, so much. And I hope you're having a wonderful time and staying cool and stay in the pool. JT said, or Cami says, JT getting major PR for tour since mugshot. Ooh, Cami, good call. Is this the thing? Is this his like Lindsay? Well, Lindsay she got PR in Paris and all them when they had their, arresting face, when they were arrested and they all were like getting dropped off at jail at like 11 p.m. What a time to be alive, when all of the little starlets were just getting arrested for D-dubs. And I think that's mostly what they were getting arrested for. And they were just showing up to jail at 11 o'clock at night, and they're trying to sneak them in. It was like late. And then they were coming out and telling us their story behind bars where they were just, doing sit-ups, and they had to eat sandwiches and carbs, and it was baloney. It was horrible. So there's, some speculation around JT, because he's probably not doing too well. You know what I mean? So he spoke for the first time about his arrest and night in jail, addressing the crowd at his concert in Chicago Friday night. So last night. It was the first public outing for the singer since his DWI arrest in the Hamptons on June 18th. Timberlake told his fans, it's been a tough week. Yeah, Justin, we're reading it on your face, bro. We are literally reading it on your face. He was performing inside the United Center Stadium in Chicago as part of his Forget Tomorrow World Tour, which he has the worst names for albums. We talked about this last live, but he really does. And albums and tours, the Forget Tomorrow World Tour. What? No. What is that? Oh my God. Children are making noises. I'm assuming they're alive. I'm assuming they're great. They're playing. I think they might be on a video chat with their friends playing. Okay. He said, it's been a tough week. I know I'm hard to love sometimes, but you keep loving me right back. Oh, God, this dude needs some consequences. He really does. He just doesn't get it. With all of the infidelities of his past, present, future, all of them, now with the drinking and driving, and when the stuff came out from the Britney Spears books, or the Britney Spears book, where he took that moment, he's like, I'd like to take a moment to apologize to effing nobody. And we were like, I'm sure there's someone you need to apologize to, JT. All right. He needs a reality check. So everyone's just taking him back, I guess, as well as Jessica Biel. He added that all his fans too have faced ups and downs, lefts and rights. Don't bring the people back into it. What we've done with our lives is very different from what you did with your life. It is 2024, sir, and you have all the resources and money. So please stop. He's scheduled to return to New York for 2 nights at Madison Square Garden, June 25th and 26th. Timberlake was arraigned and released from custody June 18th, which, oh my gosh, that's already 4 days ago. After he was charged with driving while intoxicated in Sag Harbor, New York. The previous evening, the Grammy-winning singer spent the night in Sag Harbor's jail. Police say he was pulled over after he ran through a stop sign, and his 2025 BMW was weaving along the road. He is next scheduled to virtually appear. Ooh, we get JT on the Zoom in court July 26th. The same day, he's set to begin a 2-night stand in Krakow, Poland, like Brian Krakow, Poland. Timberlake reportedly denies the charge, saying he only had 1 martini. Dude, the blood test doesn't lie. What? I mean, what did they end up saying? I guess, well, I don't even know what an alcohol blood test, if you go back to the station and you ask for that, because is it going to tell you you're still like your same blood alcohol level? I have no idea, you guys. But interesting that he's like, it's a lie. It's a lie. Sir, what? Allegedly, they found some other interesting things. So what are you talking about? Yeah, the mugshot doesn't lie. The blood test doesn't lie. Immortal Geo says he's getting a slap on the wrist, especially after Gale King was defending. What? I gotta look this up. Gale King was defending it? Not Gale King. Come on, Gale. Give me something to believe in. Not you too, Gale. Don't do it, girl.com. Come on. No, please, no. All right. Oh, my dad said, see, the minute I put my internet back on and I take it off airplane mode, my dad's on it. He's like, one more thing. Okay, Gale King, Justin Timberlake. It'll probably end up being interview from a while back, but let's see if I can just pull it up easy. Gale King defends Justin Timberlake. Okay.
But Justin Timberlake is a really, really great guy. Listen, this is clearly a mistake. I bet nobody knows it more than he. A stupid mistake. Exactly, and he knows that.
Oh my gosh, they say Gale King believes Justin Timberlake's DWI-related arrest doesn't accurately reflect who he is as a person. Well, I think it reflects what he did. Like, I don't understand this need to immediately absolve people. Can people feel bad for like a minute? Can he have some, can he be apologetic and maybe exact change in his life for like a second before we go trying to be Captain Save a JT Ho? Why? It's like watching Bravo. Why can't these dudes be held accountable for anything? It's a shitty thing. You know how many people lose family members and how many lives have been destroyed by drunk driving? Like, come on. This isn't like a slap on the wrist. The guy is too old and he's too smart. He should know better. He's 43 years old. Okay, in Tom Sandoval age, that's 73 years old. It's enough. Okay. So it doesn't accurately reflect who he is. The 69-year-old fiercely defended the Mirrors singer on an episode of CBS Mornings following a segment about the recent charges. What do you got stock in him? Like, why? She said, despite the stupid mistake, Gale insisted that he is not an irresponsible, reckless, or careless person. No, that behavior, what he did, he has to admit, is irresponsible, reckless, and careless. And that's okay to admit that. That doesn't define who you are as a person. But come on. It's not stupid. It's driving drunk isn't just stupid. I guess it is stupid, but it is also all these things that Gale is saying it's not. It's irresponsible, reckless, and careless. And he was doing all of those things. It's okay for people to feel shitty when they do shitty things. What the fridge is going on? Am I becoming just... Okay, so here's where she's going to say that.
But he's not an irresponsible person. He's not reckless. He's not careless. Clearly, this is not a good thing. He knows that. Yeah. I love when they stopped Billy Joel and Billy Joel said, wait, not everybody judge at this particular time.
So no one can judge. No one can have opinion about anyone. No one can judge anyone. Hey, if they catch me drinking and driving, or if I decide to just start doing poppers, I don't even know what poppers are. If someone could, I could Google it. Feel free to have me feel bad for a while. Feel free to say, Joleen, what are you going to do in your life to change so that that'll never happen again? Feel free for that to do that to me as well. It's like, when did we decide? Oh, no, he's not, clearly. And how well does Gale King know Justin Timberlake? Because she's like, he is not irresponsible. How do you know? How do you know? Do you know if he wears condoms when he's cheating on Jessica Biel? Allegedly. We don't. Come on. Seriously. Do you know? I mean, he's shown a pattern of behavior to be careless and irresponsible. I mean, the infidelity alone, embarrassing to his family. So, oh, jeez. Oh, God, Gale.
This is not a good thing. He knows that. Yeah. I love when they stopped Billy Joel and Billy Joel said, wait, not everybody judge at this particular.
Well, if Billy Joel says it, we all got to believe it. Who the fridge cares what Billy Joel says? I just don't care. What Billy Joel. I never have lived my life going, you know what? Let me check what Billy Joel said. Once he got divorced from Christy Brinkley, I was like, Billy who? I do not care what Billy Joel says.
Responsible person. He's not reckless. He's not careless. Clearly, this is not a good thing. He knows that. Yeah. I love when they stopped Billy Joel and Billy Joel said, wait, not everybody judge at this particular time.
Oh my God. However, she noted there is never any excuse for driving drunk and encouraged people. So it's almost like they're pulling any responsibility off him and they're putting it on drinking and driving. Drinking and driving didn't do this. Justin Timberlake did it. Justin Timberlake drank the drinkies, did the poppies, allegedly, and whatever else, got in the carsies and drove-y homey bad. Poorly and was drunk. So it's almost like they separate the two. They're like, yes, drinking and driving is horrible. Well, you have to have a person to do the drinking and driving. Just it on Excel. Drinking and driving can't drive on its own. Justin Timberlake had to drive the car. Oh my gosh. Ugh. So she says, driving drunk and there's no excuse for driving drunk and encourage people to call a cab, friend, or ride. What? Let me get my 40-year-old on. Or ride hailing service. Is Gale okay? Is that what we're calling the Ubers and the Lyfts now? A ride hailing? Isn't that where you do this? Like the cab that she mentioned? Oh, Gale, I'm worried about you. If they ever find themselves in a similar situation. Yeah, so all you poor bitches who aren't international pop stars, it's not okay for you. It's not okay for us.
No.
But Gale says it's okay. It's okay for JT. He's a good guy. Don't make him feel bad. Let him go right back to his international tour. Oh my God. This is like, come on now. Gale, please, ma'am. I like you, Gale, but this is, oh wow. This is crazy. I mean, what kind of Illuminati circle are they in together? Allegedly. You guys, who believes in that? Nobody. I mean, come on. Nobody. But what does Justin Timberlake have on Gale? What does Gale have on Justin Timberlake? Now I want to do a deep dive because I'm just so curious. Christina says, hey, I named my dog after, hey, no shade to Billy Joel's music, but is he the life advice guy? I mean, why do I care what he says put it in a song then, Billy. I don't understand your speaking voice. I only understand your songiness. But why would we take Billy Joel's? Am I missing something? Why would we take? Well, Billy Joel said not to. Well, that damn near Jesus said it. I was like, Jesus doesn't judge. What would Jesus do? What would Billy Joel do? That's how it felt a little bit. But I apologize because that's a lovely dog name. So Yes, Robin, great point. And if he had harmed someone, then they'd be raking him over the coals. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Probably some probably some sponsor related. Oh, Billy Joel has, well, of course he does Sinister. He really, oh my God. You guys, these Hollywood people are just so, most of them are so ridiculous. Billy Joel, DUI. Does he really? Oh my God. Oh no, he said never had a, wait. Or he defends Justin Timberlake. But, oh, he was spotted at site of Justin Timberlake's arrest? What? Billy Joel, what is he doing? Billy Joel, according to the Daily Mail, spotted at site of Justin Timberlake's arrest in odd coincidence, the same spot where he was boozed up before his own crash 20 years ago. Oh. Music legend Billy Joel was spotted having a lunch at the American Hotel where Justin Timberlake also enjoyed dinner and poppers, allegedly, with friends ahead of his DWI arrest on Monday night. The popular American Hotel is also known as the eatery where the Piano Man enjoyed a dinner more than 20 years ago, after which Joel smashed his car into a tree on a Sag Harbor. Billy Joel. At the time of his infamous crash, I don't even remember this, but I was definitely alive and I was an adult, barely. And I don't think I was paying attention to the Billy Joel news. So at the time of the infamous crash, Joel was believed to have a problem with alcohol, but was never charged with a DUI. Well, that's why he's saying that, because they don't want people to start asking questions like, remember when Billy Joel crashed into that tree on the Sag Harbor Road? He didn't even get a DUI. Okay. Despite several crashes, what? He's had several crashes. So at the time of Billy Joel's infamous crash, Joel was believed to have a problem with alcohol. Okay. Hi, welcome to the club. My name is Joleen. But was never charged with a DUI despite several crashes in the Hamptons. Oh, God. No, it's just for us poors. Just the poors have to pay for that kind of stuff. Oh my goodness. At the time, New York Post reported that sources at the American Hotel said Joel had downed several glasses of wine at dinner before leaving in his vehicle. His publicist, however, denied that report vehemently, saying, I'm sure his other dinner companions were drinking, but he was not. He abstained. Unlike with Timberlake at the time of Joel's crash, Sag Harbor cops were accused of being too lenient. I think this is all coming back to me now, Celine Dion. I'm remembering. So they were accused of being too lenient on the beloved Long Island native. Oh. At lunch Tuesday, Joel spoke briefly to nearby reporters about Timberlake's arrest. Judge, not lest ye be judged, the hitmaker said before hopping on his light green Vespa and scooting away. Thanks, Billy. In the very early hours of Tuesday morning, Timberlake, who was currently on the Forget Tomorrow World Tour, was arrested. We know all that. And pulled over for blowing through a stop sign. All right. Okay, well. How nice, Billy. How nice. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Insightful. Christina, justice for Christina. She said, Billy Joel was framed, bastards. He probably was. He was framed. It was probably a poor person who's not famous who really drove his car into the tree and had the alcohol. And then they blew it into his mouth. They probably, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what happened. Christina, I'm sorry. That doesn't take away from, that's a wonderful name for your dog. Okay. Believe me, as a Buffy the Vampire Slayer super fan and all of the shit that came out about Joss Whedon, you can still love the art and think the artist is a dickweed. Okay. That's that 100%. Cause there's other people that go into that art and, you know, when he's singing, he's not crashing into trees and getting D-dubs. All right. The NYP. Oh no. No 237 says the NYPD is trying to blame the rookie cop. Oh, JT, if you let that happen, that is so shitty. If some dude loses his job or gets in trouble because you just can't admit that you were drinking and driving, sir. Oh my God. Sinister is killing me, sisters. My bad. Billy Joel is just the patron saint of driving drunk. He is. And we should all know, thanks be to Billy Joel. All right. And his drunken driving. All right. Let's move on to this lady. Remember we were talking the other day and I was like, I can't believe Drew Barrymore would let that beast, that monstrous woman, Angela Deem from 90 Day Fiancé, the abusive Angela Deem, the yucky yuckster Angela Deem, the lady who's like, it's my country. Okay, Michael, it's my country. I'll get you kicked out of my country. Right? The reason I stopped watching 90 Day Fiance, her and Big Ed, I couldn't believe Ross Mathews was like, I love her. She's my favorite. She's so great. And Drew clearly had no idea who this woman was. Well, much like me, a lot of people were like, what are you doing, Drew? Why are you platforming an abusive woman, a woman who TLC has been platforming for way too long, who we've watched year after year, season after season, abuse her, whatever he is to her. I don't even know. Are they married? I have no idea. Michael, why, if the shoe was on the other foot and Michael was the one being seen abusing her, he would never be on the Drew Barrymore show. So it's like, come on. We have to, if you're going to, if a man in this situation wouldn't be, forgiven, absolved, and allowed to go on the Drew Barrymore show, neither should a woman. All right. We're equal opportunity. Well, people have spoken. And according to In Touch and lots of other places, Drew Barrymore's show removed 90 Day Fiancé's Angela Deem, this beast on the screen here, interview clip amid backlash. Oh my gosh. Drew Barrymore got slammed by fans, according to In Touch, for inviting 90 Day Fiancé's Angela Deem to appear on her daytime talk show on Monday, June 17th, a day that will live in infamy, with some questioning whether the host had ever seen the reality star in action. And she hadn't. You could tell. I watched a clip of it. Drew was like, oh my God. Angela's like, yeah, breaking Michael's car. I do. Yes, I'm from America. I live in Georgia. My daughter was a registered sex offender. She went to jail for being a pedo. I know this stuff. Okay. So Drew was like, oh my God, wow, you destroyed his car. I drove my own way to Nigeria and I did that damn thing. Ugh, goodness. So the following day, the show's Instagram page took down the clip featuring the TLC star after receiving massive backlash in the comments. The blended star 49 had pal Ross Mathews join her as a guest co-host during the episode. So Ross, he was the fan. The former Hello Ross star, 44, oh my God, me and Ross are the same age, spoke of how he's obsessed with reality TV and wanted to bring Drew into his world by starting a new segment where he would bring on his favorite reality TV. Drew, just hire me. I know who's good, who's bad, who sucks, who does. We can't trust the men anymore, Drew. Okay. But also, yeah, you're gonna have to get a woman to do this at this point. Okay. You can't. No, I think Ross is at a level. Shout out to Ross. Enjoyed him on Celebrity Big Brother, but he's at a level where he's not really watching it like the rest of us. Okay. So he wants to do this new segment. Well, not a good first segment, Ross. After explaining 90 Day Fiancé and its various spinoffs, Ross gushed. There's one cast member who I'm obsessed with. She has brought the drama, the heart. Drama. I wouldn't say drama. I would say the felonies, the abuse, the mayhem, the mischief. I don't know if hitting people when you're in your 60s after having weight loss surgery and not quitting smoking or drinking Coca-Cola and going around being, this is my country, America. I don't know if that is just mischief. Okay. The Me Mom. Oh my God, she's only 58. Then bringing her on stage. So Ross was like, she brought the mischief and the mema before introducing a clip featuring Angela, 58, yelling at husband. That's all she does. Yell and hit. Michael Ilesanmi. I don't know what his last name is. Then bringing her on stage. The video has since been removed from the Drew Barrymore show's YouTube channel. I went to check her website and I couldn't find it there either. While Angela received a warm welcome from Drew's live audience, I mean, they have to. If you've ever been to a live taping for a show, they're like, clap, bitches. You better clap. When you go to Big Brother now, oh my God, because there's been boos. And I've been to multiple Big Brother tapings because I love that shit. I love it so much. And now they're like, do not boo. And there's times where I'm like, I'm still gonna, no, you can't. They like stare at you. They'll probably escort you off. So you see people in the live audience for shows and they're like, yeah, they really get you to play it up because, you know, that's what they want. Goodness, she got a warm welcome. Viewers were appalled she got such positive attention. They flooded a clip posted to Drew's show's Instagram page on Monday, June 17th, questioning why she was chosen to appear. Wow, have you seen the show? Did anyone do their homework before inviting this abusive person on your show? For someone who promotes kindness and good news, this was a big strikeout, one person commented. Majorly disappointed in the Drew Barrymore show for having Angela Deem on their show. Whether her performances on 90 Day Fiancé franchise are real or fake, they're real. They are real. You guys, even out in the wild, she's acted this way. Even on YouTube, she acts this way. She's a monster. My opinion. How can Drew have a person like Angela on her show? A woman who has physically and verbally assaulted Michael on television. It was seen by anyone watching. I love how Angela and Angela fans want to, which there's like 5 of them, they want to rewrite history, similar to what Lala wanted to do on Vanderpump. Where it's like, she's not abusive. It's like, we watched her season after season be a dickhead, be a sicko. You can't rewrite that shit. Okay. We saw it. We saw that right there. So this person was disappointed. How can Drew have a person like Angela on her show, a woman who has physically and verbally assaulted Michael on TV? It was seen by everyone watching. Wow, just wow. Another viewer wrote, of all the 90 Day cast, that's who you choose? One follower wrote, while another told Drew, so disappointed in you. The clip was still up as of 3 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday, June 18th, but was deleted an hour later. Sorry, Ange. Sorry, Big Ange. With a sorry, this page isn't available. Screen appearing. That's what should always happen when you search for Angela Deem. Sorry, this page isn't available. Loading and just loads forever. Oh my goodness. So the people have spoken. They said, we don't want abusive chicks on television. We don't want abusive men. We don't want abusive women. No. Angela was first seen on Before the 90 Days season 2 with Nigeria resident Michael, 35, Justice for Michael, whom she met and fell in love with online. The Georgia resident has since been seen on 90 Day Fiancé and 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After. And her relationship with Michael has been labeled toxic by many fans. It's so toxic. If you guys watch 90 Days, you know what I'm saying. It's sick. After getting married in 2020, okay, so they're married, Angela and Michael adjusted their plan to pursue a spousal visa after his K-1 visa was denied. The duo are currently finalizing the details of their years-long visa journey during season 8. Is anyone watching this show still? Of 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After. Oh, this is the best part. When Michael, just this past year, it was, trending news that Michael went missing. This past February, he was missing 2 months after his December 23rd, 2023 arrival in the United States. So he finally gets to come into the United States and be with Angela. And then he goes missing 2 months later. Now, some people were like, what'd she do? What'd she do to him? This has a Dateline episode written all over it. But it turns out he just ran away, because who wouldn't run away from this lady? He was located 3 days later, telling police he was in fear for his life and didn't want Angela to know where he was. I mean, it's and then she went live with like this blogger person, and it was so bad. It was just a white trash buffet. It was, I wanted to be like, can we deport everyone on this live? Angela accused the Nigeria native of playing her, ma'am, to gain entry into the United States, and hinted at her plans to divorce him. During the Sunday, June 16th episode of 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After, Angela accused Michael of scamming and embezzling money from her after going through his phone, and threatened to report him to the government. She is such a Karen, amid his ongoing immigration process. However, Angela told Drew and Ross she was absolutely still together with Michael when asked about the current status of their relationship. Oh, and she's a liar. And she's a liar. Oh my God. It's so bad. Like, this lady, your 15 minutes are off. They're gone. I think she thinks she's a lot more special than she really is. And I'm glad that Drew Barrymore took down those clips, because again, had she platformed a man who had behaved like this, we would be up in arms. So why does a woman get platformed for being an abusive piece of shit? This lady has just been a cancer to reality television. It's super unfortunate. Michael hopped on Porsche's Underground Railroad. TGF said to get away from Angela. I mean, seriously. Vlogger. It's some vlogger guy. I don't know. He's like always a mess and grifting for money. I don't know. The number one blogger of the National International Show. I mean, you can't brag about being a number one blogger for 90 days. It's like, but there are actually some good 90-day people that covered. Obviously, Lesbian Speaking. She's so good. She's great. And then Auntie's Advice. I know she did go on Auntie's, and I think Auntie had to like interview her. So justice for Auntie. Your Wet Sock. He does a good job of bringing the funny into it. So there are some people that are like talented that way, but anyone associated with Angela Deem isn't that person. The hairstyle is a choice. The abusing Michael is a choice. It's all a choice. It's yeah, you never want to hear of any of these people. They're just horrible. Layla says, my impression of her back then was she was importing a victim because nobody in the yes would put up with her behavior. Layla, that is a very accurate take in my opinion. You know, she knew that she could, you know, in a very predatory, abusive person way, she knew that she would have this over Michael, you know, him wanting, you know, to get into the US. So she would need to be with someone who needed something from her, someone that she could kind of control because she had that power over him. So that, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I guess not. Layla's asking, didn't Drew's producers vet her? I think what probably happened is they trusted Ross to do that because he is such a friend and regular on the show and has had his own show. And I bet some of the producers and stuff have worked with him previously. So they probably just trusted his judgment. But unfortunately, you really need to check that shit. Check that shit. Oh, DGF says Auntie is still cross about Angela popping up in her chat and bringing justice for Auntie. I do. I love Auntie. So I feel bad if Angela brought any negativity to her channel because she don't deserve it. She doesn't deserve it. But yeah, Angela is just, she's gross. She's gross. So I was so happy to see that people called it out and they took those clips down. And I don't think Angela should get any kind of big platform like that ever, ever, ever again. Okay, guys, let's talk about Raquel. All right. Well, first, let's do the Lisa Barlow. All right, Baby Gorgeous. Oh, no. Shout out to Steven for sending me this story. Thank you so much, Steven. And Baby Gorgeous, Lisa Barlow from the Real Housewives of Utah, Salt Lake City, where Lauren from Utah is from. She is being sued. Not Baby Gorgeous. I mean, they're all eventually sued, aren't they? How can you be a housewife without going to jail or being sued at one point or the other? So we always hear season after season about Vida Tequila, which is Lisa Barlow's tequila that she is like her own tequila. And we're like, okay, cool. Great, Lisa Barlow. But now she's being sued by one of her friends, like a longtime friend, for an alleged $400,000 debt. All right. So according to many sources, but I thought I'd pull up the Salt Lake Tribune, one of the Real Housewives is being sued, accused of not paying back more than $400,000 in loan. Lisa Barlow denied the accusations in the suit filed by Park City home builder and former friend. Another member of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City cast is becoming mirrored in legal drama. Lisa Barlow, the self-proclaimed queen of Sundance, is being slapped with a lawsuit. Bart Carlson. Oh my God, there are real men named Bart. That's amazing. Bart Carlson, not to be confused with Bart Simpson, and Yukon Construction, the Park City home building company of which Carlson is president. He's not only the president, he's also a client. All right. So he is the president, filed a lawsuit Wednesday in Utah's 3rd District Court in Salt Lake City, claiming that Barlow and two of her companies have not paid back $410,842.36 in loans going back to 2010. That's a long time. In the complaint, Carlson and Yukon claim that around May 2010, Barlow shared that she was experiencing severe financial difficulties. Oh, girl, what happened? with her companies Lux Marketing and Vita Tequila, and that at her request, Carlson loaned money to help keep the business afloat. Carlson, the complaint said, agreed not to specify a time for repayment because of his longtime friendship with Barlow and her family. Barlow, through her publicist, issued a statement denying that she owed Carlson any money. Bart Carlson was once a business partner in a restaurant in Park City. And I thought a friend. I am deeply saddened that he has decided 9 years after our restaurant business ceased to claim I owe him money, Barlow said in a statement. To be clear, the claim that I owe Bart or his company money is untrue. Barlow's statement continued. I pay my bills and obligations. I always have. In addition, Bart has no interest in Lux Marketing or Vita Tequila and did not invest in either business. I look forward to the truth coming out and intend to hold Bart fully accountable for any damage this personal attack may cause me or my business. Ooh, she's going to countersue. According to the complaint, Yukon loaned $171,836.37 to Barlow and the two companies between May 2010 and June 2011, and that Carlson personally loaned $87,100 between September 2010 and October 2015. Damn, I need better friends. If I asked any of my friends for that amount of money, they would be like, you're crazy. The lawsuit also claims that Carlson started an American Express account for Barlow. What in the Erica Jane is going on here? Remember that guy friend of Erica Jane's who's also a lawyer? And he was just like giving her money. Okay, now I'm starting to wonder about those things that Heather Gay and Whitney and them about the, what was done for the ticket. What's going on, Lisa Barlow? All right. The lawsuit also claims that Carlson started an American Express account for Barlow and paid $119,585.99 that was charged on it between 2011 and 2017, and that he paid $32,320 in 2015 to pay off a loan on Barlow's Range Rover. Why? The total for all those loans, the lawsuit claims, is $410,842.36. In the lawsuit, Carlson claims that some of the loans were made to an attorney, Barlow, or attorney for Barlow. So Barlow's husband, John, with whom she owns Vita Tequila, would not know about the tequila company's financial problems. Oh my God, she's hiding it from John Barlow. He barely talks as it is. Now he's really not going to want to talk. Oh God. This guy's claiming that she was trying to hide the company's financial problems from her husband. Carlson had asked repeatedly for the money back, the lawsuit alleges, explaining he was no longer in a position to carry that much money anymore. Barlow brushed aside the requests, the complaint alleges, once in December 2019 with a text message with a facepalm emoji and the word overwhelmed. What? All of this happened before The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, in which Barlow has appeared from the beginning, which debuted in November 2020. In one text exchange in early 2022, so 2 years after she was a Real Housewife, the complaint alleges Barlow answered Carlson's request for repayment with, "We can absolutely do that," though she added that she was not in the best position because Sundance had been canceled earlier that year. On the Bravo reality show, Barlow has upheld an image of an affluent entrepreneur. Do any of these women really have money? Often touting her success, partaking in lavish parties, and even launching a skincare business for her young sons. Oh yeah, wasn't that like wolf skin or something? In several scenes on the show, Barlow has been shown organizing events in Park City for movies, premiering at the Sundance Film Festival, leading to her self-applied nickname, the Queen of Sundance. In 2021 and 2022, though, Sundance canceled all in-person events in Utah and went online only because of the COVID pandemic. Barlow is not the first member of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. We know Jen Shaw with her nationwide is on your side telemarketing fraud scheme. She's serving 6.5 years in federal prison with the lady who said we could test all these things, Elizabeth Holmes or whatever, with just with a drop of blood, with a dollop of daisy. We can test for everything. And I was like, no, that was a lie. That was a lot. Oh my goodness. Also in 2023, cast member Heather Gay and her company Beauty Lab and Laser sued another cast member, Monica Garcia, we remember, for not paying for cosmetic services back in 2019. Remember, Monica had like a bunch of accounts allegedly at Beauty Lab under different names. Interesting. So Lisa Barlow says, it's not me, babe. No way, baby gorgeous. I would never. But it sounds like what her friend is saying is I kept giving her money. She's trying to hide it from her husband. So I'll be interested to see where this lawsuit goes. But a dollop of daisy, pal. you know I have to love a dollop of daisy. Yeah, Monica is happy and I'm sure Monica is on social media. Let's just take a peek at what Monica's saying, but she's happy because they went toe to toe, head to head with each other. Oh my God, what's Lala doing? Looks like someone got a ninja kitchen and she's making water. She's making bubble water. Ninja thirsty splash botanicals. Give them flavor. Oh my God, I gotta listen to this audio. Okay.
There's one thing I know how to do. It's sparkling water.
If there's one thing I know how to do, it's throw my friends under the bus, thinking it's gonna keep me on a television show. And sparkling water. We'll get it, girl. I mean, hey, she does love her sparkling water. All right. Okay, Lala. All right. That's the new Lupac, Pamela saying. Oh yeah, I gotta check Monica. See, that's a problem with these social media apps. I just get so distracted. Okay, let's see. Monica. No, nothing yet. Assume it's in her stories. Oh, she's having a hot girl summer at Megan Thee Stallion. Okay.
We are dehydrated. I'm so tired. That was a whirlwind of a couple of days, but it was so amazing. Back at home, about to take the babies to the pool to go swimming, picking up some food. I am so tired, but that's how you are doing Pride Month right.
Okay. She's doing Pride Month. Oh, she went to Disney. I'm going to Disney. Couple days. Okay. Okay. No. It's all Disney. Oh, maybe I missed it. Oh, I missed the shade throwing. Oh well. But I'm sure it was something. Yes. Kristen says, is that why she had the water party? Probably. Old Lupac had the water party because of that. That would make sense why she was really pushing that she just loves sparkling water. Because I too am a lover of the sparkling water. But I'm a basic lady, okay, with basic lady needs. So Waterloo is my mineral water of choice. Okay, that's my favorite. Early on, sure, I was a LaCroix basic bitch, but I don't really like the LaCroix like that. I like a Waterloo. I like a bubbly, a bubbly. Those are my favorites. So I just go right to Target and I get my fix. Okay. Drop a link to my membership. I will do that. Let me grab it here. So now we have to talk about Raquel. Rachel Raquel just said, she's like, I'm not going to talk about Ariana anymore. I'm just going to sue her. I'm just going to sue her for revenge porn. Thank you guys. We hit 39,714 subscribers. So we're getting closer to 40,000. So she's just like, I'm not going to talk about Ariana anymore. All right. I think I've already done enough to Ariana. I'm not going to talk about her anymore. Lo and behold, she's talking about her. Is anyone surprised that she's still on her podcast bringing up Ariana and her time at the Meadows? Okay, so we're going to listen to a little bit of her podcast. I'm going to speed it up because she is a slow talker. She's like, I'm a slow talker. Okay, here is the link to my membership. I'll drop it in the chat for you guys. Right? It's the best. It's the best. Nando says, yeah, same. Waterloo and Bubbly are so good. So good. Yes, happy Pride to everyone. Happy Pride Month. I can't believe we're already 22 days into June. That's crazy. Happy Pride. Happy Pride. Thank you, Oscar. Thank you. So she's like, I'm not going to talk about her anymore. And now she's talking about her again. So let's pull up Raquel. I started to listen to like the beginning of it. I'm going to speed it up to 1.25. Hopefully that'll be quick enough. And so she wants to tell everyone about how she was in treatment and talk about what happened.
Practice.
Oh, this is, if you want to check it out, this is Rachel Goes Rogue, her latest podcast episode, available where you can find podcasts everywhere. Okay.
In Brentwood, California. She's also an addiction therapist at Seasons in Malibu rehab facility. So I figured she would be a great guest to have on to speak on what it's like to be in an inpatient trauma therapy center, working on things like addiction, but there's more than just addiction that the therapists are treating in a facility like this. And it's important for me to talk about it because I hope to normalize asking for help and getting help in this way, because it truly can be life-changing. And I think there's still a little bit of a stigma behind it. And I also recognize that some people thought that I was just going to an inpatient treatment center for a publicity stunt, and that definitely was not the case. I knew I had more to work on after the original 45 days, which is standard for people to spend that amount of time in a rehab facility like this. I knew I needed more work, and it was still too chaotic for me to integrate everything that I've learned. I knew I needed more work, and it was still
let me
I
just
want to bring you guys with me on
pause, quit talking. Okay, so she wants to break the stigma. All right, I don't think there is a stigma around going to the Meadows. I think what it is it's really expensive. So if anything, I think it's a privileged way. You know what I mean? Like people are like, oh, wow, yeah. Because allegedly, remember they were saying she spent, or her parents spent, or whoever, and she was trying to get Bravo to pick up the tab, like $250,000. So most people can't go to the Meadows Spa, Rachel. Again, not that I thought she was going to be, the epitome of relatable here. But maybe check your privilege, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Most of us can't afford that. And most of us just can't take 2-3 months off to go to the Meadows. So she's like, I think there's a stigma on a break. You should maybe you should work less on the stigma. We're good. Yes, mental health is still stigmatized for sure. But maybe work on making it affordable for all people. Maybe you should work on an initiative towards that. So mental health treatment, make it more affordable for people, not just the incredibly rich and on mushrooms going to, and Molly allegedly going to festivals. It's not just for the EDM rich kids. It's for the rest of us poors too. I love how she's like, I just think there's a stigma behind going to Meadows. I'm like, most of us, I would love to just be like, I'm on a mental health break. Just going to take my dogs and Tilly. And we're just going to chill at the Meadows and stuff. No, I just think most people can't afford that. So she did inpatient trauma therapy. So they have an inpatient trauma therapy center, and that's what she was working on, her trauma. Okay. All right. Let's see.
And it's important for me to talk about it because I hope to normalize asking for help and getting help in this way, because it truly can be life-changing. And I think there's still a little
normalize having rich parents who will pay for this. That's what she wants to normalize.
So recognize that some people thought that I was just going to an inpatient treatment center for a publicity stunt, and that definitely was not the case. I knew I had more to work on after the original 45 days, which is standard for people to spend that amount of time in a rehab facility like this. I knew I needed more work, and it was still too chaotic. I knew I had more to work on after the original 45. I want to bring you guys with me. Oh,
geez. I just want to hit the pause. Thank you, Chicken Head says, happy weekend. We'll watch on the rewatch. Thank you so much. Thank you. Kelly Kells, I forgot what the trauma was. It was Tom Sandoval. Tom Sandoval was the trauma. Can you imagine? Can you imagine having an affair with that man? Oh, how traumatic. She had to see his wiener all the time and hear his stories and how he's like, want to see me play the penis flute? Want to come to my concerts? I mean, very traumatic. She had to process that.
I knew I needed more work, and it was still too chaotic for me to integrate everything that I've learned so far at that point after the 45 days. I knew I needed to extend and stay longer and discover more about myself. And I'm very happy that I did, because it truly was exactly what I needed. I want to bring you guys with me on what a day-to-day would look like at the recovery center that I went to.
She's going to vlog her recovery center. I feel like it's a vlog. I want to take you guys on a day-to-day to this recovery center.
It was very intense therapy. It definitely was no joke. We would have 2 lectures each day and 2 group sessions each day. And every week we had an assignment. And each week we had a day where we would process that assignment with our group therapist. We also had trauma therapy. So that would be specific one-on-one therapy time with a...
Yeah, but are they offering therapy to the people who were there, who had to listen to her trauma therapy in these group sessions about Tom Sandoval? Can you imagine? Oh my gosh. They're going to need therapy now because they had to listen to all of the poor people. Oh my God.
Get certified trauma therapist. Each morning we had peer group. We would go around in a circle and say our name, our claims, which would be like codependency, alcoholism, drug addiction, depression, anxiety, so on and so forth. And then a positive affirmation. So it helped reinforce that neural pathway of positive self-talk rather than criticizing yourself and going down that whole rabbit hole. One of my individualized assignments was a shame backpack, where basically I was instructed to write down every mean thing that I could recall being thrown my way, all the insults, all the name calling, all the derogatory comments that I could remember. And once I wrote those down on a piece of paper, I would put the paper in a book. So for each comment, you would have one book. And I had my huge laundry bag that I put all these different books in. It was very, very heavy. And I was assigned to wear that backpack everywhere that I went for that week. Obviously, I did not want to do that. And it did hurt my back. But when I was processing through this assignment with my therapist, I had to read all of the comments. And then my therapist asked me if I wanted to take them on and to carry them with me for the rest of my life. I said, no, I don't. And I was instructed to tear up all of the pieces of paper. Interestingly enough, that week, one of the residents found a newspaper. We would get newspapers in the morning, but the one that came this specific morning was titled Vanderpump Scandal Ruined Reality TV for Me. And it's a picture of me talking to Ariana. I actually had this in my shame backpack. And it's just so wild that it literally made its way into the Meadows. It was kind of surreal that this came into my possession that week of my assignment. That taught me not to take on all of the hate, all of the shame that was being spewed onto me, because life is much harder when you take that on. It's only really healthy to process our own shame that we feel. And once we take on somebody else's projected shame at us, that's when it becomes super unhealthy. So that was one of the huge lessons, huge takeaways that I took with me and integrated into my life post inpatient therapy. So the first few weeks out of treatment, I came home and I had my phone and I did not want it back.
Okay.
But
so
I did decide.
So she's got a shame backpack, but Sharon brings up a good point. What about an accountability backpack? Again, no one can be accountable anymore, Sharon. These reality TV stars can't. So instead, she had a shame backpack. And it's a picture of me. She's got the thing with her and Ariana. So she has to mention that she has this picture of Ariana from this news article or whatever, the story, in her shame backpack, so that she can say Ariana. So people will go, ooh, what? I want to listen to that. And it's just like, yeah. I don't know. I'm not a healthcare professional. I'm sure it helps for a lot of cases, but this one, I think Sharon is just right. I think these reality stars or these, celebrities that get themselves into trouble, they need more of accountability backpacks. It's okay to feel, in my opinion, again, not a professional here, I think you should feel some shame. I think when you do bad stuff to people, that kind of is part of the learning curve to help us so we don't repeat the bad behavior. Because you're like, ooh, that didn't feel good. I know that just from being a recovering alcoholic, is that there's behaviors and things from my past when I was drinking that I am ashamed of. I'm still ashamed of. There are things that I have apologized to people for. And those are the sort of things, they're part of like, your toolkit to keep you sober and keep you headed in a direction that's better for your life. And that's going to allow you to be the best person you can possibly be, and so that's part of the things that keep me sober, is remembering how shameful and how embarrassing some of the shit I did was. Because if I was just like, no, I relieve myself of all of my shame backpack. I don't walk around being like, Joleen, you're a shitty person. But I don't ever forget that under the influence and the person I was then is not a person I want to be again. And those actions and things that I said, did, are shameful to me. I don't think there's anything wrong with carrying a healthy amount of shame. I think we all need like a healthy amount of shame, okay? Because if I didn't have it, I'd be like, I'm just gonna go get drunk, fuck it. I would just be a drunk. I would just literally be drunk and not care that I affected people, or that it was embarrassing or irresponsible or reckless. Like, you have to feel, when you do bad shit, you should feel kind of bad. That's how I've always felt about the Sandoval situation. They were so quick to alleviate any kind of responsibility or pain from him. It's like, no, like that. All of us here have probably done some bad shit, and if you're not a psychopath or Tom Sandoval, you feel bad for it. You've probably had to apologize to people in your life. It's part of the human experience, and you carry that with you. It doesn't define your life, and you don't wake up every day and go, oh, I'm not like doing that, but come on, it's a little bit of shame. Yes, Mallory's saying healthy shame keeps you humble and accountable, because you always remember, like, you never want to turn into Lala or Sandoval, you never Jax. You don't want to believe your own hype. You don't want to be loving the smell of your own toots. You want to have some humility, be humble. You can feel yourself, obviously feel good about yourself and stuff. But when it gets to the point where even when you do bad shit, you're like, no, I'm so cool, I'm so good. It's more of people's reactions. Well, they were saying the stuff about you, Rachel, because of what you did. So own that shit. It wasn't like they just came out of nowhere writing these stories. It was like your behavior, your actions. Okay. You did it. Nothing happened, like Ariana said. You did it. Let's see what you guys are saying. JW says, I agree with you, girl. Seriously, taking accountability of your own actions, it changes you completely. If you can honestly know yourself and own the good, the bad, the ugly, because we all got it, you will make better, you'll feel better, you'll make better life choices. But you can't just look at yourself as a victim. That's the part that's like really, really scary. That's the part that creates like serial killers or something, because everyone's got some shit. Everyone's got some trauma. Everyone's done some stuff, but to just always victimize yourself. I feel like Rachel, I thought there was a little hope with her in the beginning, but she's definitely victimized herself. Tom Sandoval victimizes himself so much. Lala, they all are just like, oh, poor me. What do you mean? People have a negative reaction to my shitty behavior? Yeah. Christina's here to remind us that Billy Joel has never done bad shit. Yes, Christina. We'll put our Billy Joel blinders on for you real quick. Yes, it witnesses. Don't bang your friend's backpack. Don't bang, Rachel. That's what got you into trouble, is you were banging your friend's shame backpack. It is. Shame is the worst feeling. It's horrible. It's a really horrible feeling, but it can be useful. If you I don't know if you have to like take yourself out of your ego or something, but it's crazy. Witnesses, everybody is human. We've all effed up. No worries at all. Jeez. Oh, it's crazy. Has she even ever apologized properly? Sarah wants to know, to Ariana. To be honest, I can't remember. I think the only time is when she tried to like call and text her soon after, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm not sure. I don't know what that would look like, and I'm not sure. Mtronic says, yeah, but for $250K, they're probably told to stroke these. Good point. Good, fantastic points. Layla says, what about a backpack for the values she wants to uphold in her life? Focus on that, Rachel, not on others. Yeah. So it's a longer episode that I think maybe I'll listen to and see if there's any other nuggets within it. But apparently she admits that she tried a Mormon church in search of her higher power after looking to men for answers. Okay. According to People, she says, it just makes a world of difference because these people are looking to something bigger than themselves, Leviss said. I mean, she is from Arizona. There are lots of Mormons in Arizona. I've lived there. Okay. Raquel Leviss is getting spiritual in the latest episode of her podcast, Rachel Goes Rogue. The Vanderpump Rules alum discussed her time in rehab. We heard a little bit of that. Mental health trauma therapy. We heard a little bit of that. Opened up about incorporating spirituality into her life, which included trying out a Mormon church. I wonder why Mormon. Maybe someone in her family's Mormon. Wasn't she dating a guy that might have been a Mormon? Okay. Before entering rehab in California, she confessed that she didn't have a relationship with a higher power, and that she was putting men in that position of my higher power. What? And I would look to them for answers. What? Okay. She says, one of the things that I discovered very early on, once I checked myself into the Meadows rehab facility, was the spirituality component that they were bringing into the therapy model. Leviss 29 explained. Okay. Yeah. I know. There's like the whole offering yourself up, the higher power. But she said before rehab, she confessed that she didn't have a relationship with a higher power, and she was putting men in that position of higher power and would look to them for answers. She was like, hello, boyfriend Sky Daddy. Can I ask you a question? The former pageant queen continued, that is how I got so lost in my codependency. So, yes, codependency, but also Coors Light. Let's be honest. You drink a lot of Coors Light, a little bit of Molly, a little bit of shrooms with these guys, and let's not just blame the codependency. So right off the bat, I was like, okay, spirituality, interesting. The reality star who's still healing, she says, from her Sandoval drama involving ex-Tom Sandoval, added that a chaplain helped her spiritual journey. Since then, I have been integrating that spirituality into my everyday life. She's going to be on Sister Wives. What if she is on a season of Sister Wives? What if this is her way of getting into the TLC world? Rocky Leviss for Sister Wives. Okay. So she's been integrating spirituality into her everyday life, going to church on Sundays. She said, I tried a Mormon church. My friend took me to a Mormon church. So you just went to one time. I don't know if that's trying it. Okay. Leviss went on to describe why spirituality is important to her. I have found a spiritual community out here now. And it just makes a world of difference because these people are looking to something bigger than themselves. Okay. Amid this discovery, Leviss recently revealed she'd like to go by the name Rocky instead of Raquel to leave the past identity behind. Well, take a little of it with you so you remember not to repeat it. It's just funny and cute to me, she explained in a previous podcast episode. Adding that she introduced herself to someone at the Lightning in the Bottle Festival, Rocky Bang Bang. This Lightning in a Bottle Festival, is this part of the spiritual journey? Because I saw her at another festival, but I don't really know what it is. Is it just music? Lightning in a Bottle. Okay, I'm looking it up here. Is Memorial Weekend. Oh my God, 2025 is sold out. This must be popular. Is this like DJ music stuff? Elephant Heart. Okay. So not spiritual. More of the laser light show. More of the cosmic lights that she likes. All right. Okay, Rachel. She's wearing like a macrame skirt, which I hear is very spiritual, very therapeutic. The name Raquel came out of a place where I felt like I wasn't worthy. I thought we were going by Rachel. Okay. And I wanted to be something that I wasn't, Leviss continued. So it came out of a place of insecurity. I bet it came out of a place of ayahuasca. That sounds like after you do a little ayahuasca and poop yourself, you're like, my name is Rocky. That sounds more, but I'll go with her. I'll go with her on this one. So it came out of a place of insecurity, not ayahuasca, allegedly. I was trying to overcome a lot of social anxiety and trying to conform myself into who I thought other people wanted me to be. Leviss also used the name Rocky as a kid when she played volleyball. Okay. Oh, she's going to go back into volleyball. Sister wiving, volleyball, and ayahuasca. You can say whatever you want about me. I like nicknames, and I like connecting to the different parts within me. she emphasized. And it doesn't mean I have a whole new identity or anything. It just means that I'm an integrated human being who might possibly be Mormon because I went one time. So she went one time to her church with her friend and she was like, I tried it. I mean, I've been to churches through my life with people. It doesn't mean like I went to a Lutheran church once. I'm Lutheran. I was impressed being raised Catholic. They had carpet and their pastor could get married and have relations with women or men. Maybe not in the 90s, but now I'm sure. And I was like, oh, you guys don't got priests? You don't got guys you got to sit in a box with and tell your secrets to? Named Brother Paulie? You don't have? Okay. So I did. And their pastor had a guitar. And I thought, well, this is Hip Hop Anonymous over here. That's pretty rad. We just have a lot of smoke and like gongs. Like, it's like an Enya, like a bad Enya concert. Even though the Catholic religion does have a couple bangers, like Jesus, Lamb of God, you take away the sins of the world, have mercy on us. There's some bangers, but overall, not a fun time. Cammie Hawkins says, how many new names is she going to have? Cammie, your guess is as good as mine. I mean, come on. Mallory says Mormon church has at least reduced from 3 hours to, oh, really? It's now 2. Okay. It's a long one. It's like Catholics. Very wordy, much like my lives, you know, so don't blame me. I was raised Catholic. She changed her name more than Diddy did. Oh, in her mind, she's like, and Lala, I went to a Mormon church and Lala wasn't there. But if she was there, maybe I would talk to her because Lala should probably go because she has mistress bimbo vibes. With Lala. Maybe Rocky should meet Jesse from the vet. Oh, God. Oh, that would be a match made in the depths of hell. Right? Immortal says, new spinoff, Sheena Shea, Rocky, Rachel Raquel, and Lala on Mistresses. Disengage, ho, with finger guns. It has to be with finger guns. Oh my gosh. Hi, Punk Rock Girl 54. And Dub says, Rocky, Raquel, Rachel sounds like she would be super vulnerable around. Oh, she is. Anyone running a cult, they're going to get her. They are going to get her. I mean, she only went to a Mormon church one day. And she was like, I tried it. I think I might have signed something to Joseph Smith. I might have gave him my soul. He's like, this really nice guy that Lala doesn't know. Do you know that some people think that, you know, like Jesus, his birthplace is Bethlehem, but Joseph Smith's birthplace is like Missouri. That's their Bethlehem. Yeah, and they love long jean skirts. Some of them. Yeah. For Lala, I'm surprised Scientology hasn't swooped her up. She is a prime Scientology candidate. They can get that billion-year contract for her soul for sure. Oh, hallelujah. All right, you guys. Well, yep, this counts as church for me too, Christina. This week, you guys have been wonderful. You've been beautiful. You've been pumpkin spice babies. You've been everything I could ever hope for. When going live, I appreciate all of you. Shout out to my super chatters today: Gemini Joe, Pamela B, Amy, No Flippin' Y, Christina, Melissa. Hopefully you're having a fun date, girl. Laura and Christy, formerly known as Lala, until Lala ruined that name. Nana, just because she's Nana and she is the reason for the season. She created this life. Okay, Nana is my God. Renee, thank you so much for the super chats. Artist, thank you so much. Hopefully it cools down, or just stay in the pool. Stay in the pool, girl. Christina again, Pamela, Chickenhead, PK Neely, and Cammie. You guys are all amazing. Thank you to those of you that hit me up on the Venmo, PayPal, Cash App as well. I'll be back very soon with another live where we'll have some laughs. And remember, they're not like us.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
All right, you guys, leave a comment after the video post. Don't forget to hit that like on your way out and follow me on social media at Joleen Lunzer everywhere. And always remember to enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Bye.
If you like what you